My name is Charles Cassidy, and I run a website called Evidence-Based Wisdom. In this animation, we'll be talking about perhaps the central question of wisdom research. What actually is wisdom? The first step researchers have typically taken has been to ask people what they mean when they talk about wisdom. These responses then form the basis of what are called implicit theories of wisdom. These implicit theories then inform the development of more detailed scientific frameworks developed by researchers, and these are called explicit theories. Over the first 30 or so years in the field of wisdom research, there have been many potential frameworks proposed, but three dominant explicit theories have emerged. The first and perhaps most established theory is the Berlin wisdom paradigm, developed by Paul Baltes and Ursula Staudinger in the 1980s at the Max Planck Institute for Human Development. They viewed wisdom as an expertise like any other. Their model roughly defines wisdom as expertise in the fundamental pragmatics of life. They settled on wisdom as being defined by 5 criteria. Firstly, rich factual knowledge. This means knowing about human nature and the life course. Secondly, rich procedural knowledge. This means knowing ways of dealing with life's problems. Thirdly, lifespan contextualism. This means having an awareness and an understanding of the many contexts of life, how they relate to each other, and how they change over the lifespan. Fourthly, relativism. This means an acknowledgement of individual, social, and cultural differences in values and life priorities. And finally, uncertainty. This means knowing the limits of one's own knowledge. The next model is the Sternberg balance theory of wisdom, which was developed by Robert Sternberg in the 1990s whilst at Yale. The model stresses the importance of balancing interests, environments, and timeframes, and critically, working towards the common good. The third and most recent model is the three-dimensional wisdom scale developed by Monica Ardelt in the late 1990s at the University of Florida. The model suggests wisdom is the integration of reflective, cognitive, and compassionate dimensions. The reflective dimension refers to looking at phenomena, including yourself, from different perspectives, allowing people to overcome subjectivity. The cognitive dimension refers to the ability to see reality as it is, understand deeper truths, in particular how it relates to the intrapersonal and interpersonal aspects of life. And finally, the compassionate dimension refers to having sympathy and compassion for others. Whilst these are the 3 most widely established and used models, there have been many other different frameworks, all with something valuable to contribute to the task of defining wisdom. In 2009, 2 doctors, Thomas Meeks and Dilip Jesti, began an investigation into the possible biological basis of wisdom in the brain. In order to proceed, they first conducted a literature review of 10 major definitions of wisdom, pulling out elements mentioned in at least 3 of these definitions. This led to a short list of the following 6 essential subcomponents of wisdom. Firstly, social decision-making and pragmatic knowledge of life. Pro-social attitudes and behaviours. Reflection and self-understanding. Acknowledgement of and dealing effectively with uncertainty and ambiguity. Emotional homeostasis. And finally, value relativism and tolerance. In 2013, they then returned with a bigger study and analysed an impressive 24 definitions of wisdom from scientific journals. The new list contained the same 6 components as the first study, with 3 new additions: openness to new experiences, spirituality, and a sense of humour. So, whilst agreement on a single hard and fast definition has not yet been reached, 3 models have received wide acceptance, allowing more rapid progress in the field of wisdom research. Furthermore, analysis of the literature reveals 6 components that receive widespread agreement as being essential to wisdom. To read more about the 3 models and the 6 essential components of wisdom, visit us at evidencebasedwisdom.com, and we look forward to seeing you there.